Oh, yeah, show it off. Yeah, show that hardware, girl.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Did somebody say gas? I haven't been pumped all day.
Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to The Pit Stop, the only official recap series of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 10. It's giving 60s glam doll neo diva princess doll, yes. And today we have an All-Stars champion that truly is one of the most beautiful people I have ever seen in my life. I am intimidated, I am scared, and I'm gonna power through this so I can run away in shame. Please put your gorgeous hands together for the incredible, the sexy, the fierce, Kylie Sonique Love. Ooh, meow. Hi, Kylie.
Hey, what's
Bitch,
the tea, mama?
How long have you been a perfect person?
How long have I been a perfect person?
Yeah, I'm looking at a perfect specimen of a human being right in front of me.
Looks can be deceiving.
What's the tea girl? What's going on?
Oh, you know what the tea girl is. I literally am the tea girl.
And the episode is done. Thank you all so much for tuning in, because that is the tea. How is life being a true Vegas showgirl?
Oh my God, being in Las Vegas and performing at Drag Race Live is like my dream job.
Yeah.
Like I always wanted to actually work in a venue where the lights work, the sound works, someone does your hair.
Girl.
Production, you know, and thousands of people come and see you every night and just live for you, so.
Yeah, because you know, sometimes being up in these clubs, you don't know if you're gonna have a stage, you don't know if you'll have running water. It be bleak in these streets and these bars and clubs, girl. So having a nice Vegas show, I'm sure it's fierce.
It's everything. The whole cast is great, and I'm beautiful. So there's billboards. I got off at EDC, and then my naked body is like on the top of a taxi cab. It was everything.
Are you currently dating, Kylie?
Yes.
And you put your picture on dating profiles?
No. Oh, no. I'm not. I'm with somebody.
Okay, you're with someone right now.
Yeah.
Right. Have you ever online dated before?
I did.
And you put your actual image out there?
I have. I've had people use my pictures to
Guilty?
sell fake on,
Guilty?
on, what was it, Craigslist?
No!
This was a long time ago. Someone was
it.
using my pictures, and then, and sometimes I get flagged because people are like, oh, that's not really
That's
you.
not real,
And I'm like,
yeah.
it is me. Stop blocking me.
I've been flagged on Grindr before. They're like, you're impersonating Monét X Change. I'm like,
Bitch, don't make me show you.
I will reveal myself.
Okay.
On the dating app, sometimes they're like, send me a picture of you like holding the peace sign. I'm like, I'm not sending no picture of me holding a peace sign. It is me. Believe it or not. All right?
Yeah. You're going to have to take your chances.
Yeah. How do you feel about this new format, this tournament of all-stars?
I like it because it's giving more girls an opportunity to be seen, and those girls that maybe didn't get a long run on the show, it gives them a second wind.
People who are salty and bitter about, no, I hate when they did watch something else. I like change. Yeah,
Okay.
change is a what's the saying?
Go watch Judge Judy, baby.
Oh my God, although I am obsessed with Judge Judy.
Me too.
I love it.
Now she got a ponytail.
Judge Judy has a ponytail?
Yes!
Not Judge Judy with
She
a
has
middle
a
part bust
ponytail.
down.
She has a ponytail.
I hope it's just
And a little bang.
snatched long Sasha Colby ponytail.
Am I right? She needs the Sasha Colby ponytail.
Judge Judy, hear me when I tell you. Go to SashaColby.com and get you a 40-inch unit piece. Just whip that bitch, girl. That would be sickening, Judge. You would turn the party. I'm talking about girls who haven't got a fair chance. This season on Drag Race, we've seen some girls from back in the day. Like, we've seen Phoenix and your good sister Nicole Page Brooks.
We used to be roommates all together.
Wait, you, Phoenix, and Nicole Page Brooks?
Yes.
Oh my God.
All in the same house, girl.
If those walls could talk.
Oh, mama, we would all be arrested.
Wait, so was this before y'all got on Drag Race or after?
This was before. I was like 21, and Phoenix and Nicole were like running Atlanta. Nicole took me under her wing when I moved to Atlanta and just helped put me in the shows and stuff like that and showed me how to make some stuff. But I have a drag mother, the goddess Raven.
But she was like your surrogate foster
She was
drag
like
mother
my
a little bit.
Atlanta mama.
Oh, sickening. Yeah. So when y'all went on season 2 together, y'all had already knew each other. Like, Nicole, what you doing in your room? Nothing. Please sewing. Well, Nicole can't sew, but you know what I mean. Like,
can she not sew?
That design challenge was a little rough for Nicole Page Brooks.
Oh, man.
I will say. But, you know, maybe she can sew other things. She just wasn't ready for this one.
Okay. She can reap what she sows.
Yes, she can. Maybe Nicole can sew a pillowcase.
Okay.
Maybe she can sew a mitt. I don't know.
You know what?
She can't sew
Nicole's
clothes.
actually really good at hot gluing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not a hot glue girl. It's too messy and it's hurt.
It burns.
It's painful.
It burns you. Okay, so the trick to hot gluing is have a cup of water next to you, and every time you go to press with your hands. Just wet your fingers first and then do it, and it won't burn.
So of course you are the winner of All Stars Season 6, and your All Stars sister, Miss Ginger Minj, is back again. How do you feel about Ginger as a competitor?
She is reclaiming her time, mama.
Ginger Minj is the Maxi Waters of drag.
She is. She's so great at Drag Race. She has what it takes to go all the way.
And I mean, and she is starting this competition off, well, this bracket off, I should say, as a front runner after winning last week's challenge. Do we think that Ginger Minj has the ability to take this bracket all the way home?
Oh, for sure.
If there is a challenge on Drag Race, Ginger Minj has done it. So she is definitely the most well-rounded and has had the most opportunities to do and make the most mistakes and learn from them on Drag Race, which I think is a big tool in this competition for her.
Yeah, and she just has a personality that does really well on TV, and she's already a singer, and she can dance. Drag Race is right up her alley.
Yeah. So we see the bottom 4 queens figuring out how to give their MVQ points away. How would a Miss Kylie Sonique Love give her points away?
Oh,
is she fair? Is she shady? Is she How do you do it?
First of all, I'm gonna be on the top.
Uh-huh.
But for some reason I had to give one out. I would probably give it to somebody that I would have maybe an alliance with, or someone who I just knew was going to scratch my back too.
You seem so sweet. I don't see you doing like some shady alliance. I just don't see that anymore. Maybe you will.
I don't have to be shady now.
Sure, I'm associating alliances with shade though.
The thing is, if you're like cool with everybody, then chances are somebody's gonna throw you a bone.
Or you can do some mistress activity.
That would be shady.
Uh-huh. That's a good old Texas, Houston shade. It's thick.
Humidity.
Humidity.
There's a lot of humidity there.
What I love is Aston sitting there. She's like, well, you know, we don't have to give up points away based on the judges' critiques because, you know, obviously she didn't get the most glowing review, her team. Aston's already trying to find a different way to sliver in to get some better points, which is smart.
Yeah, you got to campaign for yourself.
So now just in bracket 1, the queens decide to evenly give their points, which means everyone like gave it to their team partner and it was very kumbaya. So do you think Miss Cynthia Cuckoo Fontaine was stressed for a second Alyssa was going to give her points to someone else and not her?
Oh, for sure.
The next day, Ru enters the workroom and announces that for the mini challenge, in honor of the 30th anniversary of the film Clueless, the queens will be doing a quick drag Cher Horowitz Photoshop.
It need to be Photoshopped. That quick drag, honey, look like Rodeo clowns.
Hate doing quick drag.
I say that Ginger Minj is the quickest painter ever.
How fast do you think she can do it, like for real? Because she looks good
I
in 20
think
minutes.
that Ginger Minj could put her whole face on within like 30 minutes.
That's crazy.
I really feel like she could.
Even when I had Trey coming over, I need a solid 25. You gotta give a little rakakao.
Yes.
Are you a fan of Clueless?
I am.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever. As if it's an Alaya.
In a whata? I will totally shoot you.
Yeah, so good. I think I saw Clueless when I was 8 years old. I was scrolling through the TV and I was on the USA Network.
Okay.
And I remember seeing it and I was obsessed with Stacey Dash. I wanted to Murray in the back of a taxi too, or a Jeep, whatever it was.
Okay, she lost her virginity.
And she found that girl's hair in the girl.
Oh, cheap weave.
Cheap weave.
Get you every time, girl.
Every time.
You can be the hottest bitch on the planet, honey. They gonna go dig through the trash.
Ain't that the truth? Like, what is wrong with dudes?
You know what? They like to spice it up sometimes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And sometimes the spice... Help, I'm falling apart. Speaking of spicing up, I spiced up my dress today.
Yes, you are, honey. It got real sexy.
This dress has been on for at least 10 minutes. It's time to come off.
But this mini challenge is cute. They're all wearing the Cher outfit. And they all look like how they look. Diabetes starts eating lipstick.
That was gross. First of all, it was beige. Like, who's eating beige lipstick?
I will say her pose was though.
Yeah, she was giving poses.
She was confident, yeah. And also, Diabetes is like 19 feet tall, so she's had these long-ass limbs. So that always photographs really good, you know?
Who do you think looked the hottest in their quick drag?
Ooh, which of these queens would I
I didn't. Okay. Plot twist.
I would say
Denali.
Yes, how'd you know?
Because she was the cutest one.
Yeah, she was the cutest one. She was giving.
She has trade body.
Girl.
For sure. If the drag don't work out, honey, you can always go strip on the pole at the Abbey.
Do you know you and I were in a music video together?
We were?
We were in Mike Tavera's Curious video.
Oh my God, we were. We just didn't shoot the same day.
You played like a housewife, but a very sexy housewife. She was cooking Oreos in the oven.
I was baking Oreos.
You're baking Oreos.
Don't ask me how I did it.
It was so hot.
T-girl magic.
T-girl magic. I need some of that. I need some T-girl magic in my life.
Well, from what I hear, you've been dabbling in it.
The winner of the mini challenge is Denali, who wins $1,000. Congratulations, Denali, $1,000.
Come on now. You could do a lot with that.
Hello? Well, in Vegas. Yeah. So now for the Maxi challenge, Drew explains that the queens will be performing a throwdown at the new drag music festival, Stagecoach. Do you like festivals?
Usually if I'm getting paid to be at them, that's my favorite ones.
I like festivals too. I've been to a few of them. I've never been to Coachella or the spoof of this Stagecoach, which Stagecoach is like the country festival right after Coachella, the same thing. You have country music, do you?
I do. I wrote a song called Do It Like Dolly with my friend John Duff.
Ooh, Do It Like Dolly.
Yeah. You never heard it, did you?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
Do it like Dolly. Back to my... Do it like Dolly.
Hey.
In high heel boots.
Ooh.
Back it up, good golly. Do it right, do it just like Dolly. Back it up, good golly. Do it right, do it just like Dolly. Yeah.
That's good, Kyle. That little, you got that little southern twang on it. Really, 9 to 5. That was good, girl.
Oh, thank you.
Do it like, I'm ready to sing off the cuff. No warming up, no nothing. She's just ready to go.
Okay, just backyard tumbling, honey.
So the queens are gonna be performing country songs in 2 groups for this week. Do you love writing a verse, performing challenge like that?
I do. But why do the girls always rap in the same dun 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 dun? I'm like, girl, like.
Because a lot of them are musical, and that's what their brain just goes to because it's the easiest thing.
I recommend listen to Missy Elliott if you want to try to rap.
Yeah, Missy Elliott is famous for changing up her cadence to like really, you know, accentuate different like rhythms and beats and stuff. And she's dope at that. Oh my God, did you see her set at Coachella when she came out as a transformer?
No, because
girl,
I was too busy working.
No, it's online. You gotta go look online. She came out as a robot.
Yeah. She was like a car, and then she comes up. Oh my God.
Everything.
Missy Elliott, if you're watching this.
Girl, we love her.
We love you. My nipples just got hard talking about Missy Elliott. That's how much I love her.
What challenges do you think Kylie Sonique Love thrives in the most on Drag Race?
I think writing, songs, singing, I'd be good at. Comedy.
Comedy's
like I had a lot of fun doing that. I know some people don't really think of me like that, but like.
No, this bitch is funny. Kylie is fucking hilarious. You're very funny.
Oh, thank you.
You are. So now we see the queens breaking into their 2 groups, right? So the 2 songs are Key Your Car and Trailer Hitch. And besides Cynthia, the entire group, everybody wants Trailer Hitch. What do you think is the best way to pick who goes into what group?
What did they do? The paper, rock, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Whatever.
So last, we see Daya and Ginger agree to be with Cynthia in Key Your Car, and Acid, Denali, and Alyssa are team Trailer Hitch. Which group are you more curious to see perform? Which one were you like, I got $20 in the bottom of my shoe?
You know what? I really want to see Alyssa, not Diabetes. I got it wrong.
Alyssa Denali.
Acid Betty. Oh my God, sorry.
No. I mean, girl, they're both Betty.
Yeah, there's 2 Bettys.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see them because sometimes when people count someone out, they really surprise you.
Yeah. As a drag lover, I would be like, ooh, I'm curious how Denali's gonna perform to this. I know she's a really good dancer and a performer, so I want to see what she comes up with. So whatever group she's in, I would gravitate to, which is Trailer Hitch. But with lyrics, I'd be like, oh, I know Ginger's really smart. I know she's really crafty with how she would wordplay. And of course, no performance challenge of Drag Race is complete without actually getting your lyrics down. So the queens are writing their verses. How did you do with writing verses when you were in the Drag Race pink workaround?
All of it. I can write a song in like 15 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not that fast. I need to have a few mushrooms and then call somebody, get real sad.
Oh,
and
so
then
you need
like,
a ghostwriter.
Yeah. Oh, it's not a ghostwriter. I gotta get in my feeling. I gotta get deep in there, girl.
Oh, that's right, because you like that deep.
Yeah, I'm really emo with my Who do you think is the strongest writer here? If I had to look, Diabetes seems a little emo to me. I feel like Dia would write some real punk shit. But country music is a little different though. Like,
but everybody always just does the typical, like, my dog left me and my wife is cheating on me with my cousin. They go for that.
Oh my God, have you seen that new country, that viral TikTok song about cowboys love each other?
On my booty.
Yes.
What is it?
It's giving Brokeback Mountain.
It's giving back mountain.
So next, the queens walk into their little recording session, and they're surprised to see Orville Peck there.
Okay.
I love Orville Peck so
I do
much.
too.
He's such a sweetheart, and he's gonna be the perfect guest for the challenge because Orville makes really good.
That's the guy that does the popcorn, isn't it?
I think he makes really good music. I think he's a nice person to judge this challenge. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why not?
The queens are going in, and I think obviously
Miss Thing, they was trying to have.
Alyssa Hunter
And Miss Denali.
and Miss Denali. I'm like, Alyssa did not get a. With her first words to Orville, stepped into the
Do
mic.
you have a boy?
You single? You got a man? Can I f you? Like she just laid it. I wish honestly, bitch work.
You better.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Okay, and closed legs don't get.
Amen.
Bury that.
And of course, the usual suspects. Oh my God, I'm having a
she's
stroke.
having strokes.
I'm having a stroke. And of course, the usual suspects.
You got this. Come on.
And of course, the usual suspects, Ginger Minj, is killing the vocals. Ginger Minj has several albums. She has a beautiful voice.
Let me put on my surprise face.
I know. Who else turned it out for you with the strong vocal abilities?
Ooh, I really thought that Acid Betty did a really good job.
Yeah, well, people don't know this. Acid is a trained dancer, and she's a singer. Acid Betty did like legit music theater for a long time. People don't know that about her.
Oh, wow.
Like, what a well-rounded queen. Ugh, so
Yeah,
good.
I remember back in the MySpace days, I had never met Acid Betty, but like I reached out to her because I thought she was cool. And I was like, I'm coming to New York. And she was so sweet to me when I got there. And I'll always remember like how nice she was when I went to New York. And I
Acid is
didn't
very
know her.
sweet. But I love that when she's in competition mode, she is like showing her spikes.
Oh yeah.
And next, the queens tackle choreography. Do you think it's easier or more challenging when they have to do it themselves versus with the choreographer?
I think it should be easier. You just find the girl who can't dance the best and say, what are your best dance moves? And then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So then we'll all be sickening. But
Yeah.
what usually they do is they get the girl who went to in school to dance.
Alvin Ailey.
And then can't nobody do
Yeah.
the moves.
Well, I will say, I don't know because y'all know
You're
I don't.
only as strong as your weakest bitch.
Well, I done did Drag Race 11 times, okay? And I've had challenges where we got choreographed by a person, and honestly, I like those more because we're all getting the same thing. So
Right.
if you look crazy,
That's on you.
that's on you, as opposed to, well, you guys all came up with the choreo together. Yeah, because this bitch can't dance. Does it help to have Daya or Denali, someone to like take control and like help the group out? Do you like an appointed leader?
Yeah, but I think a good leader also listens.
Daya, Ginger, and Cuckoo were a mess, but Denali, bitch, she was cracking whips. Denali like, bitch, I said on the 2. Like, she was on it. And their group, they look really polished.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the strongest dancer?
Denali,
Denali, yeah.
for sure.
I would agree with that. Daya and Ginger, because they won last week, they feel like they have to have each other's back and protect each other. Is it smart of them to be playing together, even though they both have the same?
I think this is kind of like a running theme with whoever's winning in the first. They feel like they have the strongest chance to make it all the way through.
Yeah, I agree. But then we see kind of Acid is trying to start this other alliance with her, Cynthia and Alyssa, because they're the underdogs. But meanwhile, the workroom is this big, and Acid is literally screaming about this alliance, and Diabetes and Ginger over here. Well, Diabetes really is like,
They were like right next to each other.
we can hear you. We're right here in the room. But that's very Acid Betty. She's like, yeah, I know you're here, and
And I said it.
I said it, and what? And what you
I'm
gonna
like,
do?
I don't know. I told Ginger, she was like, what is your strategy to win the show or whatever? I said, to not tell nobody.
Yeah, I tried to do that in All Stars 7, but you know, I have a very resonant voice. So I'll be talking and my spirit vibrate on a very low level. So if I'm talking to you over here, you know, our
Okay.
producer Joe can hear you over there. You know what I mean? So it's kind of tough.
You vibrate the room.
I vibrate, yeah. Which is nice during sex, but trying to plan an alliance doesn't really work.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I like to say Trinity and I, we weren't open, we were just polyamorous with our alliances. We were open to other people. Okay, let's talk about Stage Cooch featuring Kia Carr by the Mudflats and Trailer Hitch by the Whiskey Chicks. Really punny names, I like that, the Whiskey Chicks.
I would have said chicks with
Chicks with
I wrote a song called Chicks with
Oh my God, you should put that out.
I haven't put it out. It says, chicks are chicks, but girls with are more fun. Now say it with me. Yeah.
I love that girl.
I haven't put it out yet.
Yes, I'm into it. If you had a group name, what would you call it, Kylie?
Easy. I would call it Chicks with Dixie.
I would definitely be on your team for sure.
Yes, okay.
Which group stood out to you, or who individually stood out to you overall?
Acid Betty's team, to me, stood out the most.
Yeah, the second one was just more exciting. Which, when I see why everyone wanted it, it was really like it got me going. It woke me up. When I was like, oh, this is exciting. This is fun. I think overall, I loved Acid's outfit, but I was very shocked by Alyssa because I don't think we saw Alyssa do anything like this her first season. So I didn't know what type of performer she was, and I was really impressed by her dancing.
She looked like she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, I loved her line. It was like really clever. I was like, okay, Alyssa, I didn't know you had all that. It was really fun. But Denali also was really good.
Denali was really good. She really showed us her best assets.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh yeah,
she winked at us.
She sure did have her. Denali would show her ass to anyone that would bother to look at it, won't she?
Right.
She'll show her ass all the screen. My mom used to watch the show. She can't anymore because Denali's ass is all over goddamn TV.
She wanted to show us what she had for lunch.
Did anyone struggle to you?
Not anybody that I can fully remember stood out struggling.
Yeah, I agree. I've come to expect this in All Stars because you bring it back, the best of the best. No one is like floundering. Everyone was decent.
Everyone was pretty decent.
Yeah. And also, do you mind not talking when our guests are talking, or do you want to keep on interrupting her?
Oh, wow.
Sorry. And Ginger Minj in the first group, we know Ginger Minj is a wordsmith, and she gonna write a good song, girl. And who gave that? I liked her text.
I was not at all surprised that she was gonna kill this challenge. I was really rooting for her.
I agree. Next up is everyone's favorite part of every episode, and that is the runway, at which you are an expert in, because it's your daughter's runway. It's the night of 1,000 Mileys.
Yes, it is the night of 1,000 Mileys, and this was interesting for me.
Oh yes, gather these hoes. Get them, Kylie.
I am. Honey, you don't do my daughter like that,
yeah,
honey. When you come for Miley, you come correct.
Hello. Okay, what would you do for your Miley look?
Oh, I love the bangers era.
Yeah,
I think I would do something with that.
I would do a fierce, sickening, glammed Hannah Montana. Imagine me in a cardigan and some low-rise jeans and a guitar.
You could come out as Hannah Montana, right? With the long wig and everything, and then do like a reveal, and you have the short hair.
How did no one do that?
How did no one
do a Hannah Montana reveal look? Hello? Okay, let's talk about these looks. We have first up, Acid Betty. Now, what era Miley is this?
This is VMA's 2015.
You better know it.
Well, because I was in it.
Oh yeah, you were in the
performed
performance.
with her. I love everything that Acid did except for the hair. The hair is not Miley Cyrus at all.
Yeah, I think obviously Acid dragged up a lot. I like this look. I think Acid took Miley's and dragified it. I didn't love the rhinestone titty thing. I didn't love the titty thing that she did, but I love
this. If you're
this.
gonna wear titties, bitch, wear titties.
Yeah, just wear titties. I don't understand why she didn't just do that.
Why are drag queens scared of titties these days?
True.
And hip pads.
I even put my nipples in just to make sure I give realness. The realness.
I put mine in too. Surgically.
Yeah, and I think she looks good. I love this crystal crown she made as well. She put a little acid into Miley.
But we asked for 1,000 Mileys.
Not 1,000 acid
Not a sprinkle of acid.
This is Miley on acid, girl. She's on the Joshua
that.
Tree. She's on a journey. Next, we have Alyssa Hunter.
Okay, it looks like she actually stole Miley's outfit because
I wouldn't go that
it
far.
looks too small for the
Okay, yes, yeah, for real. The titties were small,
too small
and too close together.
Yeah, something about it is, I don't know, I feel like the hair maybe should have been bigger.
Yeah, it looks a little cheapy.
Something's missing, and the makeup is not. And the look, every time I get shady, stuff starts sweating. Help me uncover. What was that saying? Oh.
Wait, no, he gotta get out the shot.
Get on out of here, honey.
I like this Vans hat. That's cute. It's vintage. Cute.
So what were we saying? Yeah, I don't remember her having a bang.
Yeah, I don't remember the bang. And it looks a little cheap. I love her commitment to having the mic stand. I remember Miley, she sang this at the Grammys, right?
Yeah, it's when she won her first Grammy.
She
won 2 Grammys. There's just something about it is missing for me.
Up next, we have Denali.
This was the VMAs, I think, the year before.
Denali looks like she has pretty much an exact replica of this outfit.
No, she really did really well with this. The only thing I would have missed is that long hair in the back. Miley didn't do that.
Girl.
I'm saying I'm gonna be hard on these girls.
So I think Denali tried to drag it up and make it
Denali killed it.
Yeah, I think Denali did a good job. Only thing I would say, I think if she had stoned out the outfit to make it more drag, even though that's not exactly what Miley did, bit is where my mind would go, but I think Denali was good. I mean, and having that big ass bear backpack was wild.
I got immediately, it was Miley Cyrus. And
Agreed.
I feel like that's what a Night of 1,000 Miley should do, is like, you don't have to tell me, I can already see that.
Yeah. Whoever did Denali's wig in this nailed the hair and like the shape.
Yeah.
Denali's not playing with his hair, girl, especially after that promo
Whoever
hair.
made her wig, please hit me up.
Hello, me too. Send me a DM
Have me a
too.
little buzz.
I know, I want that. Let's talk about Miss Cynthia Cuckoo Lee Fontaine.
The hair was not Miley at all. The coat was not Miley.
I think that Cynthia could have given us a little more. You're wearing a catsuit. Give us a little more body. Show that body off more. And this hair, it had like a blonde base. It was just like a lot of elements that could have worked together, but it didn't quite hit the mark for me.
Yeah.
Let's go on to Miss Diabetti doing this 8.
This one was immediate, like you get, it's Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the hair was so good too. Like,
Yeah.
she nailed Miley's hair. I love this look on Miss Diabetti.
She ate with this one.
Yeah, I agree. And last but not least, Ginger Minj. What era Miley is this?
The Younger Now. That was her album that came after Dead Pets.
Got it. I think that Ginger Minj did a good job. That hair was criminal and she should be put in jail for it.
She belongs on a football field.
Hut! And just punt Ginger Minj's head off of her shoulders because that wig was prison.
A rock.
A rock and a hard
mineral,
place,
honey.
girl. The outfit was fine. It's considered Miley is a two-piece situation. Bitch, put some nude illusion in the middle to give the illusion that it's a two-piece. You look like Hillary Clinton trying to go to a festival at Bonnaroo.
Trying to go to Graceland.
It throws me off.
Miley loves RuPaul's Drag Race.
Uh-huh.
I was
She gonna see
really
this.
hoping that she's gonna see this.
Yeah. Who had your favorite look?
Diabetti.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
Ooh, Denali
And
too.
Denali, yeah.
I'm gonna say Denali. She nailed it.
That's
to
fair.
me.
Yeah, I mean, they both did really good.
Yeah. Whose look missed the mark for you a little bit?
Collectively looking at it, everybody did a decent job. But I would say Acid Betty's and...
Acid Betty?
Yes, honey.
Whoa.
I'm not saying it's not good. It just
Yeah.
does not scream Miley
Miley
to me.
to you. Yeah, I would say it's Cuckoo for me. I think Cynthia missed the mark a little bit.
Yeah, this outfit is already so much.
Yes.
But she added way more to it than it needed.
So after the judges' critiques, we find out that the top 2 queens of the week are Denali, and once again, for the second week in a row, Miss Ginger Minj.
Minj.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I totally agree.
You know, I don't.
Oh.
I would have put Acid in there, and I would have put either Alyssa or Denali.
I agree about Acid for sure.
Yeah, I could see her up there.
I was kind of gagged she didn't make it either.
And I'm sure she's gonna let us have it at the top of next week's episode. I just know it, girl. But you know, since it was a night of 1,000 Mileys, it makes sense that the Lipsync song is a Miley Cyrus song. And we get
To
See You Again by Miley Cyrus for the Lipsync number. What do you think about the lip sync?
I thought it was really good, but this reminds me of LA traffic. You got the person that is going too fast and the bitch that's going too slow.
It seems like Denali dropped the pill right before that because
Denali
she
dropped
was.
the pill, honey, and it looked like she dropped the soap too.
Oh my God, like ass is all over the television.
Baby, she did a. I can't do it because I'm not wearing panties. But if I did,
Yeah.
she did one of these.
A girl, she did a little scoop up
did a
behind and
windshield
whipped it and
wiper.
smelled it again. I said, oh wow.
She's feeling very confident.
I think where Denali floundered was it was too much.
The song
Pretty much-
didn't need that.
It didn't need all that. She was up and down and doing it. I think that girls sometimes get so caught up in doing their thing that they don't even listen to the song. Like,
It's not like you're going home. It's
Yeah.
like you won, so just have fun with
you
it.
have fun with it. And Ginger Minj was a little more measured, which I think piqued her over Denali. Because Denali
She's
was
probably
doing.
nervous because Miss Denali was all over the place.
I know. She gotta move that neck around, girl. She's
Okay.
gonna get whiplash. So Ginger Minj wins the lip sync. Do we agree?
Yes.
Which cements herself as the clear frontrunner. Do you think that Ginger Minj is making herself that girl?
She was already that girl when she showed up.
Yeah.
And she's just solidifying it.
Do you think that the other 2 spots are anyone's game? Or are we thinking that, you know, there's gonna be...
What if it's
Yeah.
Diabetti, Denali, and Ginger? You think Acid can make it through?
I think Acid can. I see Acid doing it. I see Dia doing it.
I would love to see
I
Acid.
see Denali doing it.
I like all of these girls. It's really tough to know only 3 get to go.
Kylie, who from this bracket of girls is winning All Star Season 10?
Easily. Let's
Let's say
Ginger
those 3
Minj.
together. Yeah. I think so too. I think she's gonna do a little
Cynthia
reach around
Minj.
and come back through the front and win the
She
challenge.
could. She could go around her elbow to get to her asshole.
Denali the lip sync. Kylie, this has been such a pleasure having you here. Again, we are always stunned by your talents, your beauty, your comedy, and thank you for swinging on by the pit stop yet again.
It's always a business doing pleasure with you.
Ooh, I'm putting all that on my Grindr account. These are all great things to leave people with. And thank you all for clicking my Grindr. Wait. Oh. That was a Freudian slip. Let me tell you.
She is horny.
I'm not
Get this
even
bitch.
horny. I'm not horny. I'm tired.
You need an estrogen shot. I think you got the legs for it.
High praise
And
indeed.
you dabbling, honey, in the CD art.
The CD arts. SEEDY. CD arts.
Oh, wow.
I know.
It depends on what night.
Yeah, new talent unlocked. Kylie, thank you for always swinging us.
Come on, swinging. I'm a swinger now. I gotta tell my boyfriend before this comes out.
Hey, Kylie, thank you for always gracing us with your beauty, your brains, your everything fierce and fabulous. We love you so much, girl.
Thank you. Trust. It was always fun being in this cold ass pit stop.
It is cold in here.
I love it. You know, it keeps us younger.
It does.
And
it
our
does.
nipples high.
Yes. High nipples are nipples indeed. And thank you all for coming on by the pit stop yet again. It is always a pleasure to recap episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star Season 10 with you. I want to see you on Saturday next week. Bye.
Why are you in profile?
Because I'm going to spin into the shot.
Oh.
She's
Trying to add a little pizzazz.
Thank you. I'm trying to change it up.
You want to shave before you do that?
Oh, wow.
I'll shave my face when you shave your f***ing knuckles, bitch.
The library is open, honey.
Hey, you want more non-Emmy nominated gay you traders? Well, then don't forget to subscribe to the RuPaul's Drag Race YouTube page.